Today on Haas's Kitchen, we have another episode of Garden to Table, where I'm taking things that I'm growing in my garden, bringing them inside, and making something delicious. Today we're going to make pickled jalapenos. Sometimes your jalapenos, you just get a whole mess of them and you don't know what to do with them. So I'm going to show you something really easy and tasty to do with those jalapenos. If you find my videos helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. So here's what you're going to need. This recipe would call for 8 normal-sized jalapenos. The ones that came off my plants are about half size, so I have 20 of these little guys here that I'm going to use. You're going to need 2 cloves of garlic, a cup of water, some sugar, some white vinegar, some salt. You're going to need a pan to heat everything up in, and you're going to need a couple of ball jars to put everything in when we're done. Now, the first step is going to be to slice the jalapenos, and you want them sliced into circles about 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. And I'll show you how I would do one here. You're gonna cut the stem off, and then you're just going to make nice, pretty thin slices, and I'm going to keep the seeds because I like things a little spicy. So I've got some work to do to slice all these, and we'll be back in a second. So my jalapenos are all sliced now, and a word of caution if you've never worked with jalapenos before, be super careful and don't touch your eyes after you've cut them. It's probably even smart to wear rubber gloves if you want to, and definitely when you're done cutting them, wash your hands really well. You touch your eyes, it's going to burn. So the next step now, we're going to smash the garlic. And so my garlic's still peeled. An easy way to peel garlic is just to smash it with the bottom of a pan or something. And then the peel will come right off like that. And then all we're going to do is just take the pot again and give it a good smash. We don't have to chop it. That's what we want, is smashed garlic. So I'm just going to give my garlic one more good smash. And now we're ready to make the liquid. So here's what we need. You're going to need 1 cup of white vinegar. Put that in the pan. You're going to need 1 cup of water. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt. Add the garlic. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the stove, bring it up to a boil, and stir it to make sure everything dissolves. Once this boils, turn the heat off, add all of your sliced jalapenos, and just let them sit in the hot liquid for 10 minutes. And then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, the vinegar mixture is now boiling and everything's dissolved. So we're going to take it off the heat. We're going to add our jalapenos. I wouldn't have your face over this. It might burn your nose. We're going to add our jalapenos. Give them a little bit of a stir, make sure they're all coated. And I'm going to start a timer for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes, and now the jalapenos have kind of cooked a little bit in that hot liquid. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a spoon and spoon the jalapenos into the ball jar, fill it up 3/4 of the way full, and then we're going to fill it up with the hot liquid, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So we spoon the jalapenos into the ball jars. The first one I filled up 3/4 of the way full, and I had some extras, so I needed a second ball jar. Now what I'm going to do is pour in the remaining liquid. I poured it in here just to make it easier to pour. And I'm going to cover up the jalapenos like that. We're going to take the lid, put it on, and then we're going to put them in the fridge. Make sure you store them in the refrigerator. And I'd let them sit for a couple of days before you eat them, and they're going to be delicious. And you can use pickled jalapenos on burgers, hot dogs, eggs, pizza, all kinds of things. So if you give us a try, let me know what you think in the comments below. And we'll see you next time on Haas's Kitchen.